Welcome into Smith Lake, Alabama Television. I'm Debbie Wood, and we have with us today, as you can see, lots of troopers. Talk about the Marine Police, and with us today is Trooper Stevenson, and you represent Alabama Marine. Is that correct?
So we're the Division of Marine Patrol. We're Alabama State Troopers assigned to the Marine Patrol Division here on Smith Lake.
Okay, awesome. How many years?
So I've got 8 years of experience, and the other troopers here, one has 5, and then another one has a wealth of experience, which just come to Marine Patrol in the past 2 years.
Awesome, awesome. Of course, it being a holiday weekend, and of course because I'm always worried about safety, love the fact that they're here not just on holiday weekends, but they're here. You're here all the time.
Yes, ma'am.
You just have more with you today than typical.
Correct. We're here year-round on Smith Lake. We have all 3 of us you see here. We're assigned here year-round, 24/7.
24/7.
So if something arises, we are here.
And you probably love it. I can tell by looking at all of it. You love it. You have to love it.
You have to do this job. You have to have a passion for it because it can be difficult at times. But
sure.
Yes, we're all 3 from here, and we love the lake, so we're very safety minded.
I was going to say, and you just want to keep people safe. You know, they're not out there to be mean or to be whatever to you. They just want to keep everybody safe. And as we were talking earlier, our lake has grown by leaps and bounds.
Yes.
We've got people coming from California, Mississippi. I noticed a lot of people from Mississippi and Tennessee, and they don't know this water like all of y'all do.
Correct.
My husband knows the water inside and out. I don't know it. But it is important to be aware of how deep the water is, basically.
Absolutely. There's a lot of things to be aware of. The depth is one, but to me, the most critical aspect is the rules of the road.
Yeah.
So on a narrow body of water like Smith Lake here, you want to be on the right-hand side of mid-channel, and especially if we're meeting other vessels head-on, we've got to give way to the right and be on the right side. People think of it like a roadway.
Right.
It's the same principles out here, just without the center line.
So it is roadway, and you see, I see it all the time. I'm like, should he not have been over there on that other side? So that is not the law to do what.
No, so the law is you have to be on the right-hand side of mid-channel.
Just like driving.
And another station law, if you meet head-on, you have to give way to the right. And, of course, like you're saying, you'll see a lot of people come down the left side.
Absolutely.
And that just creates head-on situations that we want to avoid.
Okay, great. All right, give us some other safety tips, especially this weekend and it being so busy out there.
Sure. On a holiday weekend, I would say know your experience. You know, if you're a brand new boater, probably don't get out here on the 4th of July. Yeah. Learn what you're doing pretty well before you try and brave a holiday weekend out here. Other than that, life jackets, have a good life jacket and wear them. They save lives. They're the seatbelt of the water. They're just fantastic. And then, of course, alcohol. We always talk about alcohol at a holiday weekend. We have to have sober boaters, which, of course, here on Smith Lake, alcohol is prohibited.
Right.
You can't have it because you're in dry counties here.
Sure.
So we can't even have it on the boat. But doubly important, make sure we have a sober driver. That's critical.
In the life jackets, and I had told this earlier in our other segment with Wesley from Crane Hill Volunteer Fire Department, I'm probably the oldest person on our boat when I get on there that wears a life jacket. I'm going to wear my life jacket.
Absolutely.
But everybody's not that way. Yeah. And so this weekend, of course, this is early in the long weekend. This is Thursday, and so tomorrow's the 4th. Mm-hmm. What are you going to see? What kinds of things are you going to stop and be looking for?
So we'll for sure be looking for rules of the road. We'll be looking for proximity violations. I'm sure y'all are aware we have some new proximity laws. So for wake boating, wake surfing, wakeboarding, if you're actively producing that wave and doing that sport, you have to be 200 feet off a boat dock, shoreline, or bridge structure, or any structure.
Okay.
So it's 200 feet, or you have to go to idle speed.
Even though, like you were saying earlier, our channels are very narrow.
Correct. Yeah.
So it's still, we had read about that law, but I didn't know if it was being enforced. So it
is in full force, and also we have 100-foot proximity for all other vessels. So if it's a motorized vessel, you have to be 100 feet off a boat dock, shoreline, structure, or you have to go to idle speed. Right. So that's for any vessel, and it doubles for wake surfing.
Okay. Yeah. And let's talk about when you meet a boat, pontoon, and you see a lot of little children on there that don't have life jackets. Are you going to stop them?
Absolutely. If they appear to be under the age of 8, we're going to stop that vessel and do a safety inspection because state law it's very clear. Mm-hmm. If they're under 8, they have to have a life jacket on at all times while on a boat.
Absolutely. I think that's so important. And so you're going to be covering the entire, we're at Trident Marina right now. You guys are going to, when you leave here, where are you going to go? You're going to go in all the different directions.
I always say we're going everywhere.
Everywhere. So be prepared, folks. Behave, and just be safe. I mean, that's
Absolutely.
the main thing. Anything else that you can add that we need to let everybody know?
That's most of the big ones. Have all your safety gear on board. That I'll close with that. Make sure you've got your life jackets, your Type 4 throwable, your fire extinguisher, and make sure it's charged, not
Charged, yes.
discharged. And have your safety lanyard attached to you if you're in operation. And those are just the basics. That's what
Basic.
you need.
Before we close and in this segment, let's talk about that a little bit on the lanyard.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on a Sea-Doo, what is the rule on a Sea-Doo about pulling people behind?
So, and it's not just for Sea-Doos, it's actually for any
For
vessel.
boats? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any vessel, you cannot exceed the capacity plate. So most of your jet skis, Sea-Doos, they're rated for 3 persons.
Right.
So you can't exceed that. And what a lot of people don't realize is state law says any person you're towing is actually an occupant of the towing vessel.
Okay.
And the reasoning for that is those inner tubes or whatever, they pop and deflate, and then you have all these people in the water that now have to get on the boat.
Oh.
So if we've got, 6 people
Right.
total, we can't put 6 people on a jet ski.
No.
So it becomes an issue a lot faster on a small craft.
Sure.
But that applies for any vessel. You've got to have a seat on the boat, and the boat has to be rated for it.
Okay. All right. So such good information, Trooper Stevenson. And
yes, ma'am.
You're great folks with us today. And folks, just remember, just be safe. That's what it's all about. Get out here and enjoy it with your family, but just be so safe. They're out there if you need them. That's the other beautiful thing about it. The Marine Patrol is out there if you need them, as well as the Crane Hill Volunteer Fire Department. So we hope you have a good weekend, and thanks for watching Smith Lake, Alabama Television.